Hey guys, this is Project Zacher here with part 2 of my power leveling guide series. We're going to be doing Act 2 normal. So we left off at level 12, or I'm sorry, 13. So you want to head directly north into the old fields and hit level 14. If you don't hit level 13 by the end of this zone, make sure you get it in the next zone, which is the crossroads. The crossroads and the old fields have a lot of archers, so you got to be careful about those, not grouping up too many. Grab the waypoint as soon as you get to it in Crossroads, and then head to Fell Shrine. I had a DC there, so I just had to go back to town, but I got the Crossroads waypoint, so we just headed into Fell Shrine. Now we want to do Fell Shrine until we're level 16, and then we want to go to Western Forest. As everyone knows, Fell Shrine is great because of the zombies and skeletons. They're very easy to kill, and they're very slow. It's a very safe zone to level in. It's currently where most people do their leveling in Cruel and Merciless in Act 2, because Western Forest is more difficult on Cruel and Merciless compared to normal difficulty. But on normal difficulty, because the level of Western Forest is 21, it's such a great zone to level up in. Fell Shrine is level 18. So you want to have someone that can give you the waypoint to Western Forest. You can also join a public party if there's one farming there. Another reason we came this way instead of going directly to Western Forest is we want the Crossroads waypoint in case we cannot get a party to kill one of the bandits, the one at Broken Bridge. That way we can just run to the bandit very easily. But you'll see later we didn't get a party and I had to run there. There's a number of disconnects throughout the video, so just keep that in mind if you see things that don't make sense all the way. So now that we're 16, we come to Western Forest, and we're going to try to get to level 21. Western Forest is pretty dangerous when you first get here, so you need to pay a lot of attention, not take on too many mobs. Also, you're going to be looking for parties this entire time. Parties for Weaver's Chambers or Chamber of Sins level 3, so that way you can get the quest done early. And then you can just worry about leveling. You just run Western Forest end to end. The first time through, I like to go back to town, get the quest rewards, and then change whatever items I have to if I have upgrades. Again, to make a new instance, you just control click. Another mob you need to watch out for in Western Forest is the few guards at the entrance. They hold a lot more than the rest of the mobs, and they do a pretty significant amount of damage. Also, there's exploding mobs, as I'm sure most of you know. A few good hits from these and your character will be dead in no time, so make sure that you kite around them. But since they kill themselves and they still give XP, it makes leveling here even faster than anywhere else in Act 2. Which is one of the reasons we do this place until level 21, instead of going to a more difficult zone, such as pools and streams. Alright, so I'm going to be leveling here for a little while, so I'm just going to use this time to plug my stream again. My stream is twitch.tv/ProjectZacher. I'm streaming every day for about 12 hours from 10 p.m. Eastern, or 10 a.m. Eastern, I'm sorry, to 10 p.m. Eastern. And I do a lot of leveling accounts with friends, playing on my merciless difficulty characters. But mostly just come, hang out. We're looking to recruit new members. We're trying to make a solid group for maps once it comes out. Alright, so we joined a Weaver's party here. And what you want to do is you want to get a party that's at the Weaver's Chambers. The Weaver's Chambers is in the Dark Forest, of course, but you want to have one that's already inside the Weaver's Chambers to save time. You get okay XP here, but it's best to just warp in, just kill the boss, and then go back to Western to farm. The Weaver boss isn't too challenging. There's a few blue mobs around it you got to watch out for, but nothing too challenging. As soon as you're done with Weavers, you can do Chambers, although it doesn't matter which order you do them in. You just have to have those both done to continue on in Act 2 progression. So go ahead and look for a party as soon as you get a chance. This way you don't just level in Western, hit 21, and then start looking for your parties. You do it the whole time to save time, because there's not always parties. If you have somebody getting the quest for you, then you can just level the whole time. They warp you in, and it's very, very quick. Even faster than doing it through public parties. Which is the same for anything. But you don't want your higher level friends to play with you because there's an XP penalty when you're different levels in the same zone. So if a level 60 were to come power level you at level 20, you would get very, very little XP. So it would be better for you to just do it yourself. So another key note you want to make is you want to try to hit level 22 by the time you're done with all your quests. I like to do Western Forest till 21 and then do the quests to get 22. But if it doesn't work out somehow, you just want to hit 22 by Ancient Pyramid. Just makes that zone a lot more easy because that zone can be quite difficult. You're going to be in Western Forest for a good amount of time, so make sure you're comfortable in that zone. And then as soon as you get a waypoint for one of the chambers, just head on in, start clearing. You can either run through the map or clear, whatever you're more comfortable with. Both are good because you're getting XP in this zone. It's a level 21 zone. So you're still getting XP just about as good as Western Forest. It's just a little bit more dangerous, I think. And there's not as quite the concentration of mobs. You're going to want to watch out for the boss in Chambers level 3. He does a lightning strike, which can flatten a lot of characters if they're lightning resist and health are low. So make sure you watch out for that. If you have a big group like this, it's not usually an issue. You can just kind of stay back and shoot attacks from ranged. Once you're done killing this boss, make sure you get the Baleful Gem. And also you have to talk to the NPC. Alright, now that we have the chambers and the weavers done, we can go open up the tree. Some of this footage got lost, so I redid it on the character when he was a little higher level. So you might notice that when I get to the ancient seal and the tree, they're already done. But I just wanted to show you how to run through crossroads to get to the tree. And then you can just run through Vaal Ruins very quickly as well. Vaal Ruins has a lot of ranged mobs, but there's a lot of walls, so if you just keep moving, you should be alright. Another good thing to do is if you have someone higher level, he can just run through Vaal Ruins for you, get you to the Ancient Seal, and then TP you there, and then you can TP out, and then he can next TP you to Pools and Streams. We didn't have that, so we just ran through all of Vaal Ruins and then ran to Pools and Streams. Pools and Streams in daytime if you haven't seen it. But it's the same concept. Now we're going to do the 3 bandits, and we're first going to start with the Broken Bridge. And this is now back to when my character was actually doing it. We had about probably 6 or 7 DCs when we were doing Act 2. It was one of those days where it was DCing about every 20 minutes, so we actually had to do a few levels over. Even had to do a few, I think we did Vaal twice, because we killed him, got the loot, but then it DC'd, so we had to run it again. I cut all that footage out just to make the video a little bit more compact. So you do the 3 bandits. You can either kill all 3 or help one and kill the other 2. I choose to help Oak every time just because he gives me health. So if I'm building a health-based character, it's a no-brainer. Well, now we're getting ready to go fight Vaal. So we're just changing up a little gear here. And then we're going to find a party. Alright. So Waterfall Caves, you can run through this, but it's always best to just get a party and go through that way. If you have a party that can take you right to Vaal, you want to be careful because you need to hit level 23 before you kill Vaal. It just makes the boss fight a lot simpler, and the next zone you need to be level 23 to make a lot of experience. So you can usually gain 1 or 2 levels in the Ancient Pyramid. If you hit 21 in Western Forest, try to hit 22 or 23 doing the quests, and then be sure to hit 23 when you're doing Ancient Pyramid. So We're now at the boss. So everyone knows this boss, I'm pretty sure. Stay away from his lightning attacks. He also drops rocks from the sky, which you have to watch out for. But if you have a party of 6, he goes down fairly easily. Just be sure not to get in melee range because he will one-shot people with his melee attack. A lot of people don't know about it, and they die very quickly. He also summons a few adds, which aren't too much of an issue with just AoE. So this video is coming to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to be doing Act 3 with a different character because all the footage didn't get saved from this character. So that'll be up in a few more days. Remember the stream. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.